Okay, so today we're going to talk about perfectionism, insecurity, and the wish to just do it right the first time. Success with no pain, no stress, just in an instant, I am the next Drake, I am the next Kendrick. So let's get into it. I'm Drew Morrissey, and this is How to Rap.
Kung Fu.
Yeah, so today we're going to talk about what I call the I know Kung Fu mentality. And this comes from a scene in the movie The Matrix, which I assume most of you have seen, but just to catch you up, there's this scene where Keanu Reeves, Neo, eventually the One, is exposed to the Matrix and the real world. And in order to take over the Matrix, in order to become the One, the Jesus character, the shit, he needs to basically learn a whole bunch of skills and martial arts in order to take over the Matrix and take over the evil guys, the Agent Smiths of the world. And so the way that they do this is that they have a set of computers in the real world where they can program martial arts, kung fu, jujitsu into Neo instantaneously so that he can just basically whoop ass and save the world. So the famous line, I know kung fu, comes from a scene where they're just programming, press a few buttons, and all of a sudden, Neo knows jujitsu. All of a sudden, Neo knows how to whoop ass, and the famous line, all of a sudden, I know kung fu. So, sounds pretty good, right? All you have to do is be exposed to the real world, have somebody else just hit a few buttons, and you know kung fu and you can whoop ass. No stress, no discipline, no execution, no pain of learning an actual complex, subtle art like Kung Fu. Sounds great, doesn't it? Well, it's a fucking movie. It's not the real world, doesn't exist. Neo is not real. And even if he was, you and I are probably not Neo. So how does this relate to rap? Well, I run an exclusive group in How to Rap of MCs trying to get better at their craft, including myself, and we discuss many issues that relate to rap, from obviously recording, obviously promotion, obviously all the good stuff, but also motivation. And I noticed that it's a common trait that a lot of people are lacking in motivation. And what does it come down to? Usually the way that they see the way it's going to work, their career, is they're going to sit behind their computer, they're going to type a few buttons, use their Pro Tools, use their Logic, use their Audition, whatever it is they have, and then all of a sudden, they're the next Drake. They're the next Kendrick. All I did was stay behind my computer, and I got good at rap. No stress, no pain. Didn't have to put out that much music because I'm a perfectionist, don't you see? I'm only going to put out one song every 3 months to make sure it's perfect because I know what perfect is. I know Kung Fu. I don't have to deal with feedback. I don't have to deal with judgment. I don't have to deal with haters. I don't have to deal with the stress of being in a cypher and having a rapper who's louder than me, who teaches me just by being in front of me and ripping me to my face that I need to work on my voice. I don't have to deal with any of that shit. All I need to do is be behind my Pro Tools, not release any music really, not teach myself about choruses, and putting a chorus I thought that was good because in my head it sounded good, but not having to go through the stress of somebody be like, no, I don't like that. I just know Kung Fu. Press a few buttons. Where's the button? Where's the rapper button? Where's the Kung Fu button? You see the analogy I'm working with here? So how does this relate to you? First of all, I hope as you watch this that you're not relating too much because it's kind of a plague. It's an epidemic in the careers of new rappers to try to avoid the pain of putting their music out there to the world, getting the feedback they really need, like that flow is not that good, that chorus is not that good, but trying to avoid that pain. It's a plague, and we need to stop it. Part of the reason I made How to Rap is so that people can actually express themselves in a safe environment like my group, or maybe like just shouting me out for a few songs or whatever you have to do. But you need to put yourself out there, and you need to put a lot of music out there and avoid this, oh, just by sitting in my room and recording some songs to myself, I'm going to know what's good about my rap and what's bad about my rap and what I need to work on. No, it's not real life. You don't know Kung Fu because Morpheus pressed a few buttons. You know Kung Fu because you go to the gym every fucking day, because you get your ass whooped by some black belts as you get your belts, and you learn discipline, you learn execution, and you watch and you observe through experience. That's how you learn Kung Fu in real life. Ain't no button for this shit, okay? So the solution, what's the solution to all this? Okay, get around a group of MCs and rap fans who can give you constructive criticism. We have a group, but there's many other groups. Doesn't have to be related to how to rap. Get a multiple set of opinions. Don't just hit me up and say, Drew, what do you think of my rap? Because I'm not an expert. I have my own biases, my own opinions, and I might steer you wrong. I'm not perfect. But get a group of opinions. Maybe get me, get your friends, get your family. Take a proactive stance in your career. Next, I want you to try things that you don't want to do that will help your career. Things like making choruses, even if you're not good at them, or you at least feel like you're not good at them, because you could be good at them, but your mind is telling you it's better to stay in the cave, stay in my computer, and not actually put myself out there. So start taking risks. Freestyle in front of some people you don't expect to. Rap in public. Go to some shows of rappers that you're not the biggest fan of and see what they're doing right, and then take from that. Basically, take yourself out of your comfort zone, because that's where you get better. Think of it this way, like, I have to do this myself with how to rap, and so I want you to do the same. You think it's easy for people to be walking around behind me as I'm talking about fucking rap and Neo and shit? They probably think I'm pretty weird, you know what I mean? But I had to push myself because I have a goal, I have a vision that's higher, which is to help you, of course, but also to bring rap to the world in as much as I can. So I have to shut the fuck up, stop acting like there's a computer button to teach me how to speak in public like this, and try my best. And I want that the same for you. Doesn't make me any better than you, doesn't make you any better than me, doesn't mean any of that shit. What it means is that we have goals, we have visions, we have dreams, we have ambitions. And if it's real to you, if you really think you have a shot in this music industry and this rap shit, and it really means something to you, or it gives you some peace of mind spitting that rhyme, then let's do the work, let's get on the discipline, let's stop telling ourselves that we're just gonna press a few buttons or sit in our little, office or our bedroom and not go through the pain of feedback and criticism and self-doubt. This is part of all of this. I go through it myself. I know you do too. So let's build together. You don't know Kung Fu unless you actually go to a Kung Fu gym. You can't learn what your raps or how they're affecting people, how to get better, unless you're actually recording and putting it out to the fans, whose opinion matters as much as your own. The world's opinion of your music matters as much as your own, unless you're just going to release for yourself. In which case, great, I do it myself. But if you really want to impact the world, you got to get out in the world. You got to be there to do this. So let's do this together. Hopefully this was helpful. If you're interested in joining us, if you're interested in learning more about it on an individual basis, hit me up, howtorapdrew@gmail.com. howtorapdrew.com is the website. And I'm out. Peace.